What's going on, gamers? In today's battle, we have the catapults, American assault troopers, American shotgunners, medieval archers, red coat musketmen, chickens, German soldiers, and Sherman tanks. There are 100 of every single one of these units, and they are going to be fighting against 5 million zombies coming forward. So if you enjoy this video, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you have not already, and comment down below any battle ideas you guys have got for me. What's up, gamers? I'm here to tell you about Instant Gaming. Instant Gaming is an amazing place where you can get some fire deals on all sorts of video games. Seriously, it's like 60 to 95% off, as you can see here. These are all of the Star Wars titles they have. They literally have every Star Wars title. You can also get XCOM here, Men of War Assault Squad 2. All of the games I play on the channel you can buy here for extremely cheap prices. If you use my affiliate link in the description, it helps me out a ton. So thank you guys for listening to this sponsorship, and thank you to Instant Gaming for continuing to sponsor the channel. Alrighty then, gamers, here comes all of these zombies here versus 100 of every single missile unit in Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 2 minus hero units. I didn't add hero units into this because I felt like they would be maybe a little bit too overpowered. John Wick, as well as Cleopatra and Nikola Tesla, just a little too much for the zombies to handle, probably. And the zombies actually do have 5.5 million zombies. In order to get over 5 million, I needed to spawn in an extra 1 million, and then 500,000 of them disappeared off of the map. Either way, here we go. Sherman's starting to fire into the crowd here, getting some kills right off the rip, which is definitely a good thing, and the rest of the units also start firing in there. Sherman's, as well as catapults, probably going to be the most valuable units in this entire battlefield against all of these zombies. Now, here's the caveat. If the missile units do end up losing this battle here with 100 of every one of their soldiers, we're going to be running it back, excuse me, in this exact same video with 1,000 of every missile unit. Just to, you know, really get it going in this battle and, have some fun. You know, if they lose, we want to do it again. And it's looking like they might right off the rip here, as we have medieval archers already dying out over this way, not being able to defend their right flank. The right flank over here is definitely the weakest of all of them, considering the fact that there was medieval archers as well as redcoats over there. Catapults over here also getting swarmed and starting to break on the battlefield here. No bueno at all, and even the Shermans are starting to have some zombies connect with them. So it looks like this is not going to be a triumphant victory that we were hoping for. You know, I had my doubts they would do it. That's why I made that caveat that, hey, if they are not successful, we will run it again with 1,000 of every one of these units. But it's still interesting to at least see how they end up doing with 100 of every units. Here are the free-range chickens, baby, launching their huevos out at these zombies. I love the noise. Wait. Can you guys hear that? I love that noise. It's so good. ASMR chicken right there. Catapults almost completely dead at the moment. Medieval archers completely dead. Redcoats getting eaten at right now. And the U.S. soldiers really fighting for their lives at the moment. Likely to die very soon as well. But in total, they do have 83,000 kills on the battlefield, which is not too shabby in the slightest. I mean, that's a lot. Now they got 90k. They are, you know, racking up some serious Ks in the game feed here. But with that being said, it is probably going to be a fat L during this one. We've really only got German soldiers alive over here and some free-range chickens. You know, you can't count out the free rangers. Though I don't know if their eggs actually do that much damage. I don't even know how much damage their eggs do. I feel like it's probably 1, maybe even a half a damage. And a whole lot of Shermans. I mean, having this many Shermans is great. They'll certainly get a lot of kills probably before this battle is up, but it's probably not going to be enough. That's a lot of zombies out there. That is a heck of a lot of zombies coming forward right now. So, we'll just have to see. Why don't we go ahead and do a little time lapse of the last remaining units here and then we'll do the 1,000 units versus 5 million zombies. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm just popping in here to say these Shermans are holding out. They almost have 1 million kills. It's been 10 minutes, dude. And they're just chilling, vibing, really. How are you doing this well? It's kind of nuts, dude. It's kind of nuts. I mean, there have been deaths. There's been 4 Sherman deaths. Now 5. That's crazy. That's crazy. Dude, they've almost got 1 million kills now. That is absolutely nuts. All right, well, why don't we go ahead and continue that time lapse, because I think it's kind of cool to see the Shermans just blow up zombies. But we'll do it a little bit closer this time. That way they can really see the Shermans rip into them, baby. Maybe they just win this battle? I mean, probably not. There's still 4.8 million zombies left alive. That's a lot of zombies. That's a lot of zombies to go through. I don't think the Shermans still win this, but needless to say, I think it is pretty impressive and just goes to show the might of the Shermans in these battles. Alright gamers, here is the last Sherman left, and these guys did amazing. Let's just say that, first and foremost, 2.23 million kills, and technically counting, considering the fact this bad boy's still getting kills. That's crazy. Did they buff the Sherman's armor or something like this? I feel like they didn't used to be this powerful, but apparently they are now, which is crazy. So, I mean, we'll just let this one die, but 2.23 million kills, very impressive. I think, obviously, with 1,000 of every unit, we should be able to win. Considering with the 100 Shermans, they got 2 million kills. With 1,000 Shermans, they should get, would that be 20 million kills or 200 million kills? I don't know. I'm a history major. I mean, there are certainly a lot of zombies. There we go. The zombies did just kill the Sherman. There are a lot of zombies, but I think with 1,000 soldiers, we should be able to see a victory here from the defenders. So, let's go ahead and try that out. All right, boys. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got ourselves 1,000 of every unit this time. 1,000 catapults. 1,000 of everything. I'm not going to go over the list again. But needless to say, I do think we are going to be seeing a dubski here for the defenders this time. There's just no way they lose. Like, mathematically, they have to win. But I guess in this instance, I'm wondering if the other units are going to survive as well. And that's a question I want to pose to you guys. Do you think that the units in front of the Shermans will actually be able to survive through this entire thing? I mean, considering the fact that last time it was just the Shermans left alive, maybe this time some of the front units will be able to survive as well and actually pull a little weight. That would be neat. Alright, we should have them firing out soon, and there we go. Looks like the assault troopers firing first. Then we get some Sherman action. I like this bird's eye view. This is very cool looking. Watching the firing lines go off at the enemies as they come closer and closer here. That's a lot of zombies. That is a lot of zombies right there. Oh my god, look at the catapults over here, dude. Holy cow. That's a lot of rocks. That's a lot of rocks being tossed right there. My goodness. Okay. And then we've got, of course, the assault troopers right here. They're not the best against zombies, I'll be honest. They're not even the best range unit. You'd think they would be, but they're just super inaccurate and they don't do a lot of damage. So it tends to be, I don't love using these guys too much in battles. I just don't think they're super powerful. Then, of course, there's the Gewehr units over here, and these guys are super powerful. They're very accurate. They do a decent amount of damage. These guys are definitely a good contender to get a lot of kills here. I wish we could see how many kills each individual army gets. That would be very, very cool here. Either way, then over this way, we've got ourselves the one, the only archers, yeah, and they're shooting out. They're definitely the least powerful here. Maybe the ranged chickens, actually. They could be the least powerful. I don't know. But these guys are definitely in there for the running of least powerful, and you can tell because the zombies are actually managing to reach these guys pretty decently. If it wasn't for the backup cover of the Sherman fire going out at the front lines here, I think these archers would be toasted. But hey, at least they're contributing something to the battle, if it's not much. Then we got the redcoats back here, providing covering fire as well for the old medieval boys over that way. Oh, look at this, actually. Shermans might be getting hit by some zombies fairly soon. Yeah, a couple zombies getting in there. Zomboys taking a few chunks out of these Shermans, eating some metal, but probably not doing a whole lot of damage. Nothing we have to worry about too much, but these flanks are definitely going to be a concern for later in the battle. Then we got the free-range chickens here who aren't even firing out yet because they're not able to. Shotgun units over here probably just barely firing out right now, considering they have pretty weak range as well, but we do know that those shotgun units are in fact extraordinarily good against zombies. It's not just from the movies and video games that we see that the shotguns are extremely good against zombies, but also in this game we see shotguns just triumphing over zombies countless times. It's that spread, man, and that damage. The spread and damage at close proximity, it's just amazing. It's just astounding. So freaking good against zombies, dude. So good against the zomboys. These catapults over here, it looks like they have taken actually a couple losses, and a couple are very bloody at the front. That's because, you know, they're probably good at taking out groups of units. You know, they can do a big splashdown on a batch of units way back here. Let's watch a couple rocks go in here. I'm sure we'll see a few, right? Nothing landing too close. But yeah, I mean, like, whenever a rock lands in a group of these zombies over here, it takes out 10, 15 units at once, which is awesome. But the problem is, little slivers of zombies manage to make their way through. You know, tiny amounts of them manage to scurry their way through because these guys, they're not deadly accurate when it comes to individual zombies. They're good at group killing. So it makes them a little bit weaker when it comes to a frontline unit, I would say. Oh wow, this Sherman over here is getting eaten away at. This Sherman might actually die pretty soon. Might have our first Sherman L going on, which would be kind of crazy and kind of a bummer to happen so early in the battle to lose Shermans, but there's still 999 more of them, so I'm not too concerned. Look at this firing line of Shermans. Absolutely freaking absurd, dude. Frickety frackin' absurd, bro. Right now we do have 500,000 kills for the defenders. Almost 600,000 actually. And the attackers have killed almost 900 of them. I think the majority of that probably coming from these medieval archers over this way, and then probably the catapults over this way as well. That's where most of those kills, I think, are coming from these zombies right now. And actually 1,000 is 1/8 of their total force, which is, you know, nothing to really scoff at. That's a decent amount of L's right there. Either way, why don't we go ahead and do another little time lapse here. I'm thinking of the frontline infantry units since we didn't really get to see much of them in the last battle. Let's watch them defend this time around. They're almost at 1,000,000 kills. I think they definitely are going to win this one. But of course, we're still going to let it play out. Alright guys, so I walked away from the computer and it looked like our position we were looking at actually did get overrun by zombies, but not all of the Giver units here got overrun by zombies. There's still quite a number left, and they're getting that beautiful, beautiful supportive fire from the free-range chickens, baby. You gotta love that sound effect. Yes, you do. It is so freaking good. So the Giver units, clapping cheeks. These assault units over here, I don't think they've really lost anyone. I don't see any bodies. I think these guys are standing pretty good. Even some catapults still alive. I think all of the medieval archers are dead. Yes, they are. Redcoats are getting eaten at pretty good here, too. We do have 1/4 of the defenders dead at this point in time, leaving, obviously, 3/4 left. But I don't think many Shermans have died. I don't even know if this Sherman ended up dying. Yeah, I think this is still that Sherman earlier that we were talking about, that we were like, oh, it's going to die soon. I don't think it did. I'm not sure if any of these died either, honestly. I think maybe all the Shermans are still standing. You can see right now that that massive swarm of zombies that was coming forward is now more or less a trickle-in of zombies coming forward. And that's because now it's taking longer for the zombies to get forward, and they're killing them fast enough that like this big pool of zombies over here is really trickling in. Despite the zombies spawning with this entire area filled to the brim with soldiers, now it's all the way back here that we've got. So I think this is a definite victory for the defenders. We are going to let it run, yeah, just to get the outcome, to see what happens. I think it's fun. You never know, but I think we do know this time. I think we do know that this is going to be a massive W for all of the missile units in Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 2, save for the hero units. Alright guys, I'll see you in a bit. Alright, it's been a hot minute here, and we've let the battle run a good bit. Actually, it's been going about like 45 minutes now, I would say. I've been looking up Magic the Gathering commander decks. I'm a nerd. But yeah, we got 3.23 million dead zombies at this point in time. Now, it's very obvious to me that the defenders are going to win, without a doubt. There's no chance they don't. But doesn't mean we can't have a little bit of fun. So what I want to do is I want to just go ahead and set the primary orders to attack. And so basically, these guys will now just go out and attack the zombies. And I think this will make it a little bit more interesting, to be honest. Obviously, it is very, very fun to watch zombies come in slowly and die out, but we've seen this entire battle. So now we're going to force these boys to go out and start hunting some zombies. That's right. I still feel like they're probably going to win. We'll probably definitely, for sure, have more deaths for the defenders, which are now attackers, I suppose. Yeah, like for sure we're going to have more deaths for these guys. It's without a doubt going to happen. But with that being said, I think it'll be more interesting, and we'll get a little bit more flavor going in this battle to see them go forward. And actually, they're still taking out zombies really easily. Yes, there are a few of them dying now. The defenders are starting to lose more and more troopers here. But they're killing zombies at a faster pace because they no longer have to wait for the zombies to come to them. And we're just getting a very cool cinematic little assault mission going on here with a multitude of attackers on the battlefield now. Very pogger, very cool. I do think, yeah, all of the infantry is probably going to die. Honestly, the catapults are probably going to die, and we're going to be left with a Sherman battle here. I think if we had let the infantry stay and we hadn't pushed everyone forward, I think the infantry would have survived. I really do. I mean, they've gotten 3.3 million kills at this point in time on the battlefield. They've only lost 3,000 soldiers, which is, you know, 3/8 of their total force. Not a crazy amount, so I think they would have survived, probably. We are looking at 2.1 million zombies left. You know, it is a little bit over 5 million. We talked about that. But yeah, 2 million zombies left versus about 5,000 missile units. I think the missile units defo still got this thing in the bag. For sure. For sure. And if any of y'all are interested, I don't know, do any of you guys play Magic the Gathering? I've dabbled for a while, but recently my neighbor and I have been playing a lot of Commander, and it's kind of rekindled my love of Magic. So we've been trying out different Commander decks we've been building and stuff like that, and he built this crazy Commander deck just filled with enchantments and stuff like that, and it is horrible to deal with. It is so hard to fight against. So I'm trying to figure out how to beat that. So that's the current research project I have going on. Yes, research. Yes, I must research my Magic the Gathering. This is important for society. I don't know. Either way, why don't we go ahead and do a little time lapse here? Maybe an over-the-top time lapse, just watching, you know, these little zombies and boys fighting each other here. I think that could be kind of fun. Let's do that. Alright, I have no idea if that time-lapse was any good or not. It was kind of hard to see, honestly, so I don't know if that one looked cool. We'll see, I guess, in post. Let me know. Either way, let's just go ahead and let these boys start hunting these zombies down to the death. Yeah, I think it's going to be a definite victory at this point. Alright, gamers, and there we have it! Victory has been secured by the missile units. Apparently there's still 66 zombies left somewhere, but I think they're just glitched or something along those lines, and we don't have these guys moving anymore. They're just kind of doing a little jiggle. Heck yeah. But we're gonna end the episode here. They did manage to triumph. They did lose 5,717 soldiers at the end of the day, but there's still infantry remaining, which is really cool. Either way, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed this video. Please be sure to hit that like button if you did enjoy, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below if you'd like to see some more in the future and what you'd like to see. Alright guys, I'll see you on the next one. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.